Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Corinthians e Manchester United. Escalação do Corinthians. Camisa 29, Vitinho.
And that gets things running. It's a promising position. Out of play for a throw. He's got away. He's in a great position here. He's beaten the last... Oh, shooting chance! That's an imaginative pass. Now it's Memphis Depay. He is through here. Great chance! Danger averted for now.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And smartly reclaimed. Now that looks a decent ball. So what can they make of this? And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a...
Bullish header! And he's heaved it away. Azar. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. Manchester United still without a single shot on target. Corinthians looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Can he latch on to this? Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Matheus Nunes is very much the model of the modern-day fullback.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And this is Depay.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
He's had it taken off him. Gonzalez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Has a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Hangs in a cross. Matheus Nunes tries to clear.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Savinho tries to play it through. Oh, that pass isn't the best. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Agahawa gets a foot in here. Now it's Memphis Depay. Guardiola running with the ball. Tries to pass it through. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. And here's Azar. Well seen. Saw that coming. He's going for goal! He's hit it first time.
Hazard cannot be faulted for trying. It was asking to be hit just a bit straighter.
Looking for the run.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
There's no flag. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And it's with the keeper. There's the whistle for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we reach the halfway point.
Manchester United ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither managed...
There's the shot! Oh, how good is he? A finish right from the top draw. And finally, he has breathed life into the game. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Savinho finds himself offside. Goes looking wide. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Manchester United clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Memphis Depay, laid out to the left flank. In with the challenge. It's a good run down the right. Big chance! Against the crossbar. Oh, that's a waste.
Gvardiol clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Manchester United still behind thanks to that solitary strike. That'll be a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. That is ended up in no man's land. And that has left him in a heap. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Oh, that's fabulous. Quality ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, terrible pass. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And he's forced to go back. Gustavo Enrique. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Can he get it through? Well, played right into his path. He can get that clear.
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond.
There's the header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And he's picked it up out wide. Probing pass. No, he's just misjudged that one. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Manchester United making another change here. Haaland coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
That has been knocked clear.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Manchester United will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Now it's Nunez. Chance for a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, he's got to do better than that, surely.
This looks promising. Great vision.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now? And
that is as far as they're going to go. And he welcomes it in. He's through, it's one, and the finish! Oh, taken with style. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, when you get in that position...
He's had a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And they're back on the ball again. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So that is it, the end of the road. Your reflections then, Jim?
Manchester United really looked like they were just second to everything. Disjointed.
So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now, who's going to be first to this? Zalewski. Oh, that's fabulous. Good read, needed to be. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Played into space. Haaland, he's found a way through. And he's there to get it away. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, the Belgian boy, De Ketelaere, is worth a mention, Peter. He's got a great mix of creativity, versatility and tenacity. He's got everything a playmaker needs, and of course, his team will no doubt be looking to him to get them going here.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Scalvini.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. Scalvini, and it's De Roon. Can he get on the end of this?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Tries to get it clear. And that's been won straight back. No, he's just misjudged that one. Manchester United do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Zappacosta. Good ball, good take. Tomori does really well to win the ball there. He's in plenty of space here. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Zappacosta. Looking to play him in. Can he latch on to this? Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Zalewski. De Roon. Shot could be on. And the shot! Goal! Atalanta! And Atalanta go in front. Simplicity itself.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Pedro batted in a wide position.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Pedro, showing good feet. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Manchester United certainly could do with a punt.
And he's had a hit! And that is high.
Koundé most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
Looking for options for movement.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
The most accurate pass. Well, played right into his path. And the shot! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Manchester United grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Threads one in. De Roon. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Added time.
Now it's Martinelli. Pass somewhat off target. Opts for safety. That's a sharp pass. Zalewski, here's onto this. Plays it across.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
And the first half is done. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. We'll do it back on the first 45 minutes.
Manchester United will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. This isn't bad at all.
Coming on to replace him.
It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Hangs one. Header! It's been blocked. Looking for a runner. That has not gone well. Manchester United do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Climbs up big! No, not the best of headers.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
De Ketelaere. Now this could be a chance. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Chips it through. And that has been cleared. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Batasagi spots it and intercepts. That's Zalewski. He's picked his way through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that is out of play. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Zalewski with the short one. Flings in, he rises! He can get that clear. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Rafinha. Haaland. 60 minutes played. Now it's Neymar. Oh, red, nice interception. Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here. And back to the keeper they go. And it's made its way to him. Rafinha! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Rafinha clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
That has been slung wide. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, super ball! Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Scalvini. Well, that pass isn't the best. Tomori. And that was nowhere near his best. De Roon. And the through ball. Zalewski couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Zappacosta gets into some space. Terrific header! He will be livid with himself.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number
So,
15.
time for changes on
Rafinha.
both sides, actually.
Number 18, Gabriel Martinelli. Coming on the field, number 19, Trossard. Number 22, Eze. Substitution in progress.
Jim City. He might be in here! And here's Scamacca. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Caught offside that time. And he thumps it clear. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And here's Haaland. Now it's Neymar. Neymar! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Trossard. Now, can they get him away?
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That's really well manoeuvred. Knocks it into space. He came in hard, very hard. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
No, that's been intercepted. Zappacosta. Scamacca. Now it's Pasalic. Good claim. No margin for error there. And that is as far as it goes. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Haaland taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Manchester United can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Thank you for your cooperation.